Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cheeselord Gaming and today we are doing a different type of video. Today we are going to be ranking Overwatch 2 characters, alright? We have a tier list here, S, A, B, C, D. And today we're just going to rank them so that it's not biased towards my opinion. This isn't totally an opinion tier list, so this is not the definitive for any type of person. It's just my personal opinion of these characters. If you guys want, I can make a separate one for what I think is the actual power ranking. But today we are just going to be doing just my opinion on it. But so my opinion isn't biased towards the people that I recently played. I've recorded some footage using each of the characters that you'll probably be seeing while this video goes on. Thank you for clicking on this video, and let's go. Starting off on this list, we have D.Va. Now, with D.Va, I don't think I have to have much of an explanation on what tier she stands. She is debatably the easiest character to use in the game, and is a starter for most people. She is one of the two people that I've ever gotten to play the game with. So obviously, I'm putting her in S tier, where she belongs. I don't see any universe where she doesn't go into S tier, to be honest. Like, she's just ultimately too powerful, to be honest. She does need some nerfs. Because, actually, with the most recent video that I posted, it's the same thing. I used D.Va and I won. And I didn't die once. So, you know, that happened. Next up, we are going to be talking about Zenyatta. Now, Zenyatta was probably my first main, I want to say. Very powerful character. He does a lot of base damage. His orbs are just super powerful and very effective. I love his charge up. His ult I need to work on a bit with, but it's still really good. And I think that Zenyatta... See, I usually have another tier on my tier list, but I don't want to add one. We're gonna put him in B tier. Yeah, top of B tier. I think that's a fair place to put him. Next up, following with the robot theme, we have Bastion. Now, Bastion is a good character. I don't have that much experience with him, considering for me he was released like a while after the game release, like for everybody else. But he's new to me. So I started using him, and he's actually a really solid character. Now, he has his tank, which is just really good. It loads on damage. It's not that fast, which is very balanced. And he's just honestly a very balanced character. His ultimate, powerful, but not too powerful. He's a very mid to high tier character. And for that reason, I'm putting him in B tier with Zenyatta. I think that's kind of fair for him, and, you know, I don't know. I don't want to be too harsh on him. He is between S and B for me. Next up on our list is a cyborg. Not really a cyborg, but smart boy, Winston. Now, Winston is a character that I did not have much experience with. I didn't have any experience because I never used him prior to the recording of this. I played, like, a little bit of a round with him. And, it didn't go well for me, because I'm new to him. So, of course, he's not gonna be that high on my list. He isn't really damage effective for me, because I'm not exactly a very close-up guy, and I don't know how to work him, and I really want to put him in B tier, but honestly, I think right now I'm leaning towards putting him in C tier. I'm gonna feel bad about it, but I think that C tier is where he belongs. It's okay, buddy. C tier is where most of us belong. Yes. Next up is Cole Cassidy / Jesse McCree. I'm gonna call him Cassidy because that's what people that are newer to the game will know him as. And because of the reason that he is no longer named Cassidy or McCree. Now, Cassidy is a pretty powerful character. Using him, I realized just how powerful his gun is, and I really had a lot of fun. He's very mobile, and I loved playing Star Wars Battlefront 2, and he's reminds me of playing Han Solo in that game, which is really fun for me because he has like everything the same as Han Solo. And he's just really fun, very mobile, very usable, and I altogether think that he is... I'm gonna say he's a B tier character. Alright, I'm gonna say that he's B tier. I know it's a little bit harsh, but it's whatever. I mean, B tier is still really good, by the way. Like, S tier is please nerf, A tier is really good, and B tier is just like on another step. Next up, we are ranking Sigma. Now, Sigma, extremely powerful. I feel like an absolute destructive massacre machine whenever I'm playing him, okay? I will walk through people, like, I'll just walk through them, and then I'll just be speaking Dutch, and I'll be using the Darth Vader choke on them. It's crazy. This man, I don't think he needs to be nerfed, but I feel like he's very balanced, and honestly, I'm gonna say he's an S tier character, standing up there with Diva. Alright, I don't know. He's just that guy. He's just that guy. Next up, we are going to be ranking Widowmaker. Now, Widowmaker is not my style of play. However, I do still think that she is very good. Her high damage output is really nice to just get satisfying kills with, and it makes it easy with her grapple that's not overpowered, but it's not underpowered as well, considering it goes super far. Her poison trap is really good, and then her ult is also, like, just really good. I think I want to put her in B tier with Zenyatta, Bastion, and Cassidy. Next up, we are going to be ranking Orisa. Now, Orisa is a very good character, alright? I can't tell if I like her or not, though. If I get cracked with the Javelin, I am going to love her. And she just has such high damage with such a tanky feel. And I really love how her, like, her little spinny thing is now, a offensive ability, rather than a defensive. And I think that she's really good. And I want to put her in B, but I think she's going to end up going into A tier. So that's going to start out the A tier. And also, I did record a tier list prior to this, and then I scrapped it because I did not like how I ranked everybody. I felt like I didn't give justice to a bunch of the characters that I know and love. And Orisa was in B tier for that one. Next up is going to be... starts with a B. Baptiste. There we go. Sorry, I always get it mixed up with Bastion. Next up is going to be Baptiste. Now, recording the footage that you're looking at right now, I learned that he has a crouch ability where he crouches and then when you jump, he goes super high. Like one of those Olympic long jumpers. It's really cool. And his gun does so much damage. It's crazy. Like, I just don't understand how he's able to get away with it. His healing factor is really good, and his nano wall is also really good. Originally, I did have him at B tier, but honestly, considering that he's a healer, I think he belongs up in A tier, because he's just that powerful. Next up is going to be Ashe. Now, I used to be an Ashe main, right? And she is a very good character, alright? The fact that you can do long or short range, which can adjust, and the fact that you can get better mobility is honestly, she's just a very good and balanced character, and Bob just makes it incredible, to be honest. To be able to just throw him in and get everybody off of the point, or off the payload, or whatever you're playing, it's just really powerful. And I think I want to put her in B tier. Yeah. I think B tier is a very solid place for her to stay. You know what I mean? Next up is going to be Genji. Now, Genji is another very powerful character. In the footage that you're seeing, I did forget to use his ult, because I was kind of rushed while recording it. But he is a very powerful character nonetheless. His shurikens do a good amount of damage while not being overpowered. His dash is super powerful, and I love how it, like, resets every kill that you get. That's a little really cool function. And the fact that he can, like, he's one of the 3 that can climb walls, and the fact that he can double jump, he's just a very good character. His ult is absolutely game-changing, considering that you can just rush in there and just destroy everybody. It's super good, but I think I'm going to have to settle with Genji in the B tier, alright? Genji is going to remain in B tier. Next up is Sojourn. Now, Sojourn is a newer character and also a pretty powerful character. A lot of people have been putting her in S tier for her abilities, but guess what? I can't aim. Ha 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 ha. So I know she's going to be at least A tier, and while I'm talking about it, I'm just debating whether to put her in S or A. Her slide is incredible good. What? No, oh god. Her slide is incredibly good. Sorry, it's really early at the time of my recording. Her slide is really good. Her little orb that she shoots out that like slows people down, does a lot of damage. That's too very good. She's just really good. I think, however, I'm going to end up putting her in A tier with Baptiste and Orisa. Next up on our list is going to be Zarya. Now, recently I did a Zarya video and where she was just like a powerhouse and it was just really crazy. And you know, I've been using her a little bit and I think that she is pretty powerful. I'm just like not sure about her considering in some game modes she shines, in payload she shines because like she can get up close and everything. And she's just a very powerful character. I want to put her in B tier, however. I don't know why, but B tier is calling for Zarya right now. But I think it's fine. You know what? I'm positive that she could definitely be put in B tier, considering I'm the one playing her. Next up is going to be Junker Queen. Now, Junker Queen is very powerful, a very good hero, new. A lot of people saying that people only play her because she's mommy. But that's not true for me. I play her a lot because she is a good hero. Her shotgun does really good damage. Her knife pulling people towards you for that shotgun damage is incredible while they bleed. It's honestly really good. I recently watched her cinematic and it all makes sense. Her ult is actually pretty good. Just making everybody bleed is just really incredible. And then, you know, her axe is pretty good as well. She's just an overall pretty good character. And I think that, wow, we have a trend. Going in B tier, alright? B tier is, of course, the mid tier where everybody is going to end up being put. But we're just going to keep her there. Next up is going to be Moira. Listen, Moira is an extremely powerful character. And I don't mean DPS. I love how she, like, drains energy from people into health. And it makes her be more of a DPS healer, even though she is, like... Even though she is supposed to heal, and, like, most people who play her would only heal. I'm not talking about the memes of DPS Moiras. Don't even bring that up in the comments. She is really good, however. I played her for a long time. I've been playing her a lot more recently, and I just see how much her healing shines compared with her DPS matrix's stuff. I don't know what's happening to me. Anyway, I think Moira deserves an A tier for us, alright? I believe that she is an A tier character. Next up is one of the flyers in the group, Mercy. Another healer. Mercy is a very good character. The way that she just heals, and that's just what she shines at, it just makes her a really good option. And the fact that she has a gun to make sure that she can do some damage, it's pretty good. Mercy is a really good character. I don't give her much attention because I'm up and in there a lot. But when I do feel like playing a little bit more of a lazy game, I do switch onto her. And she's just very powerful, and I think I'm gonna put her in another B tier. Real quick, I think we're around halfway through. Notice that we don't have anybody in D tier and only one in C tier. Pretty impressive. Next up is Mei. Now, I've been using her a lot recently, and Mei is just overall a really good character. She's just good. I don't really know what to say. Her ice wall is, like, really good, and I use it a lot. Her little crystal is pretty good, and it also helps you heal during the fight, where you can just get out and start spraying them when they think that you are low health still, because for some reason they don't understand that, you're back to full health and you get out. She's just overall a good character. Her alternate fire makes her very versatile. And her ult is just pretty good. It's really game changing, I think. And I want to put her in B tier. Next up is Hanzo. Now, Hanzo is a very powerful character, two-shotting lower health enemies, and I was using him on a Reinhardt dummy, which is what I use all my characters on just to make sure. Oh my goodness, this man was shredding through them, like, extremely quick. He is really good, and for me, I think he's going to be higher. I think I want to put Hanzo in the A tier category, just because his long distance really shines when you climb up to a really high point and start sniping like you're a Widowmaker. But then if you get pulled in, you still are really good with your multi-shot arrows. Your scanning really helps, and the dragon really helps, and he's just a good character. Finalizing our wall climbers, we have Kiriko. Now, Kiriko is a new character, of course, the Battle Pass character of this season, and she is a very good one as well. She goes in, she can teleport to people, cure them, and she's just a counter to a lot of the characters that were just overpowered in the last game. She just changes the meta a lot, considering how powerful she is, and I think I want to put her in B tier. Ooh, that's lower than I thought. But yeah, B tier. I think that B tier is a very fitting category for her. Next up, we are going to be ranking Lucio, alright? Now, I'm not a big Lucio fan, but nonetheless, I can still admit that he is a good character. The way that he can just wall climb is just really good for the team. Speed really helps, especially in those matches where you have to just rush to the point. He's just really good. I feel lazy, but I'm putting him in B tier, making it a double-decker tier. Next up is going to be Reaper. Now, Reaper is a pretty darn powerful character for me. He just goes in, teleports in, gets some shots off when he gets low. He can kind of exit a little bit, and then he can come back, make everybody die. He's just a really good character in general. I think that you could go in B tier. Now I'm realizing how many B tier characters there are, and I kind of want to reconsider different points of my life. We might have to change some stuff. Next up, we are gonna have Ana. Listen, Ana she's definitely more a support than a DPS support. But she still can hold her own in a fight. And, she's just a pretty good character. I don't really have much to say about her. She's pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty B. Wow, the B tier is gonna get just very long, and it's gonna get really embarrassing if there are 3 rows of B tiers. Next up is going to be Soldier 76, the counterpart to Reaper. But I believe that for me, he's a little bit more powerful. The fact that he can be up close or in distance and just shoot his rockets. He is a very powerful character. He's super good. I always have a fun time playing him, and, the aimbot just really helps when you're just rushing and invading. It really is a good way to clear out the area, and this might just be there being so many B tier characters, but I'm going to put him in A. Little bit of a controversial pick there, I know, but, deal with it. Next up is going to be Junkrat. Listen, Junkrat is a very powerful character, very good. He can do his little throw a bomb at himself and then hop over. I can kind of find out how to play him. He's really good. But I want to put him in B tier, I think. But he has his saw. His ult, considering how many times I see that ult making play of the game, that's gonna bring him up to A tier. Alright? Yes, there being so many B tiers, by the way. I definitely am adding some people that should not be in A. But maybe they do deserve an A. I don't know. Wow. Not a lot of people on the bottom. Oh, hello, Mrs. Symmetra. Wow, I'm gonna have to work on these names. Listen, I'm gonna be quite frank with you. For me, Symmetra is a D tier character. I cannot use her. Whenever I get her in Mystery Heroes, I just jump off of a cliff. It really sucks whenever I get her and I can't really manage it. You know, she's just no. I can't with Symmetra. All right, next up we have Tracer. Listen, very good character, Tracer. I can't use her though. I don't know how to use her. I've been getting a little bit better with her, however. Just going in, getting a bunch of shots off, emptying a clip, and then going back with her reverse. And then her bomb is also really good paired with her reverse, and she's just a pretty good character, and I am putting her in B. She's probably one of the most B tier heroes in B currently. Next up is going to be Wrecking Ball. Listen, very powerful character, alright? Not really, okay? I don't like him. I can't. I go in, I ground slam, I use my shield, and I just machine gun them, and I can't kill anybody. I don't know what it is about him. I want to put him in D tier, but he's just gonna have to settle in C with Winston, his old spaceship pal, okay? That's not even cruel for him. It's just they're both C tiers. Even though Wrecking Ball is worse than Monkey. Yeah. Winston, there it is. Junkrat. Finally, we can get out of that bottom, and we can get to Junkrat. No, not Junkrat. Roadhog. Now we can get to Roadhog. Listen, Roadhog, extremely powerful, extremely good. Just an overall, little bit overpowered character, okay? We gotta admit it. This man, you just hook people in, and you just do infinite amounts of damage. It's crazy. I think we should widen the S tier with adding Roadhog to it. And yes, I do realize that all the S tiers are tanks. But that's what I feel about tanks, I guess. I don't know. Next up is going to be Reinhardt. Reinhardt is a very good character. You can go in. I should probably start using his ram to go in and ram in to all the enemies. And then, just start swinging and throwing and shielding and everything. And I really underutilize him. However, I'm still going to put him in B tier, okay? I am kind of good with him, kind of not. I can't really. But, I'm just sticking with a good B tier for him. Next up, we are going to be talking about Pharah. Pharah is a character that I hold dearly. I love using her, and I think I'm pretty good with her. I really love using her. I'm just good with her, to be honest. And I'm gonna put her up in A tier. I know that's high for a lot of people, but I think A tier is really where she belongs and where she can shine. Next up, we have Echo. Recently, I did an Echo-based video, and I had a really good time. Echo is a good character, and her cloning is just really good. All of her abilities are good, and they all fit together, how you can fly into somebody, shoot your 3 balls onto them, balls, and then just laser them. She's very powerful, and I'm going to put her in B tier. B tier only has 5 people until it becomes a 3-row. Or 6 people until it becomes a 3-row. Very interesting. Next up, we have Sombra. Listen, I'm bad with Sombra, but I can admit she's kind of overpowered. Sombra recently had a nerf, which is very good. It's very needed. Yes. It's very needed. Normally, I would put her in B tier, but I think I can argue her being in A tier for me just because of how powerful she is in general. She's really good, and honestly, I just really like her. Also, I've made up my mind. Junker Queen, join them in A tier, alright? You shine, girl. I like using you. Next up is going to be Brigitte. That came out weird. Brigitte. Brigitte, yes. Next up is going to be Brigitte. Now, Brigitte is a very good character. I kind of sleep on her a little bit, but I got to use her a little bit more in the Halloween update, where I just used her in Junkenstein's Revenge. She is a very good character, and I really like her. And I don't know where to put her. I'm gonna put her in B tier. Yeah, I'm gonna put Brigitte in B tier. Next up, so that we can complete the Brigitte trio, we have her dad. Torbjorn is in this list, and he's a pretty good character. His turrets are kind of, good, of course. His welcome mat is incredible. It just is really good. But I can't split up the family, right? I can't split up Reinhardt, Brigitte, and Torbjorn. Put him in B, and that's not just because of the family thing. It's because he's a very B tier character, okay? We can't end it off with a positive note, can we? Motherfucking Doomfist. I hate this little I know that there's gonna be bleeping at this point, and I don't give a I do not like you, Doomfist. Get out of my video. Get out of my head. Get out of my walls. Get out of my walls. Get out of my walls. D stands for Doomfist. Die, please. Die. Easy. Die. 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 Anyway, that is going to lead us to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. This is going to be the official tier list on your screen for my characters. I think that some B tier characters could debatably be C and A. But, I think it's okay having it be like this. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. What changes would you mean? Please be nice. Please. I can't do with rude comments. It's gonna get bad. But I think it is a pretty good tier list for me. Debatably some B people could go in C or A. But, it's just, I put them there for putting them there. And it's cool. That's gonna do it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe. I'm probably not gonna have any real jump cuts in this, whole ranking, talk that I'm having. Just because, God, I zoned out. Just because, I don't think I really need to. I'm only gonna do some stuff at the end for Doomfist. Anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for the video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.